Oh, she did have her babies. And he was right, they're twins. Little fat little pudgy babies too. Do on their little bellies. Hi everyone, welcome to Old Lady Reacts. I'm the old lady, otherwise known as Michelle. I'm a huge movie buff, and this is my channel where I react to mostly action and superhero movies that I've never seen before, but also other stuff that looks interesting or is new. In a bit of a mini Oscar buzz marathon, so I had to include The Northman on that. The Northman is on a lot of top 10 lists for this year, so I'm excited to take a look at it. It's got Alexander Skarsgard, who is very cool. I liked him a ton in True Blood. He plays a very good vampire, so I'm sure he'll be as fun as a Viking too. He also was in a few episodes of the most recent season of Succession and was really amazing. It's a great show. If you haven't checked that out, you need to get on it. But he can hold his own with Brian Cox in a really cool way. He did a good job. So we're also going to see Anya Taylor-Joy, who I kept calling Anna Taylor-Joy while I was watching the menu a few weeks ago. Sorry about that. I think I've got it right now. And Bjork, of all things. And Nicole Kidman, Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe, like all of whom should be very interesting. I have not seen anything by this director before, so I have no idea what to expect there. The plot sounds a little bit like Hamlet, like revenge for the death of the father kind of thing. It's got an 89% rating from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes, but only 64% audience score, which is quite a split. I'm surprised by that given the buzz around it for awards season, but it's described as bloody but also artsy, which might explain that split though. I can see that. I'm wondering with the descriptions though, that I'm reading, is it going to be more like Braveheart or more Thor Ragnarok, or maybe a blending of the two? I'm not sure what to expect here, but that's fun. I'm up for it. So before we get started, please subscribe so you can see all of my reactions and come with me as I celebrate the 1-year anniversary of my channel this month. All right, let's get into The Northman. AD 895. Okay. I guess I don't know much about like Viking mythology, which you think I would. I'm from Minnesota. Like I can see the Viking stadium from my from my apartment. You'd think I would know more about the Vikings, but I really don't.
Never enter my chambers without invitation.
The king, milady. The king.
Yeah, don't barge into your mom's room. I'm cold just watching this. Of course, I'm sitting right next to a window and it's cold outside, but I got my fleece here. Maybe I'll put it on. That might be a good idea. I need to cuddle up to watch this movie. Oh, is that Ethan Hawke? I think that would hurt, like pressed down on their nose. That looks like the bird that likes to visit outside my window in the summer. Those big wolfhounds sound really vicious, but I've never met a vicious big dog like that. They were always just push the cats.
Look how the queen's cup grows wet for more men than her king.
Let's not go there.
You have not seen your queen in a season. Come. Let me take you to her bed.
Better be careful if he's that injured. Oh, that's blood. Yeah. I was thinking maybe that was holy water. It's like, oh, kind of like Catholics to begin with, but no. Not so much.
Slain and in death rewarded by the Valkyrie's embrace. The warrior maidens will carry you.
Okay.
To learn the secret magic of women.
Never seek the secrets of women, but heed them always.
Okay, what? Maybe that wasn't just water they were drinking out of those bowls, I think. Ouch. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. So it is the uncle. And it is a very, very Hamlet. Because I know Shakespeare stole a lot of his stories from early mythology and stuff like that, so it makes sense.
Aiming vengeance gorgeous on your death. Strike.
So it doesn't seem that windy, but the snow's like blowing all over the place. I feel like the snow should just be falling down.
Bring me the boy's head!
I was gonna say, I think somebody's gonna ask like where the kid is. They should have planned this better and killed them while they were like in the little hut thing. You can't really be declaring yourself king when the son of the king is still alive. Red might not be a good idea. You'd probably want to find something more blending in with the...
Beyond there has found himself a queen.
And he is going to marry the mom. Okay, so this is very Hamlet. Or Hamlet is very this story. You know, if this is a true story. How did they get that fire started if it's raining so hard? So he's into it. That's good to know. Save the chickens. He just dodges an arrow. Like, okay. Well, they locked all the kids up. I thought they were gonna like steal the kids so that they could have like either slaves or like fresh soldiers or something.
To be the man that never cries, Prince Amleth.
Oh, she knows who she is.
Which?
That is a very cool image, like visually.
Another will be.
Filner killed his brother for nothing. Now he's a sheep farmer.
Now he's a sheep farmer? Was that... They were talking about the uncle? Wondering what that thing was that she was spinning. I'll have to look at articles to see like what is historically accurate. I'm guessing there's a fair amount, must be a fair amount of historical accuracy here. I'll have to see if Bernadette Banner in the costumes, if she talked about her kind of retrospective of the historical costumes of 2022. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, there's some very cool visuals in this movie, I gotta say.
Your strength breaks men's bones. I have the cunning to break their minds.
That's an interesting way of putting it. There's that freaking Iceland volcano that messes everything up.
Best to be prepared for both. And to stave off the latter, the least you can do is show your slaves you're as strong as they are.
Wise words.
I'm not impressed. His stench. Oh, little guy.
Away.
Oh, she is there. Okay, I thought maybe she got left in the old with the guy that took over from the uncle. What's in there now?
Go take a piss.
Okay. He doesn't really have much of a personality, does he? Like, there's not there's not really a lot of dialogue to like get to know him as a person and what he went through as a kid. I don't know, maybe we'll see some flashbacks here or something, but. Like, I'm interested in what's happening, but I don't know that I have much emotion about what's happening. Like, look at it visually, that's incredible. But beyond that, it's more like a visual exercise rather than an actual story that I'm watching. Is that the jester guy again? Has he been there this whole time too?
Fjölnir cut out his tongue, plucked out his eyes before killing him.
Not surprised. He didn't seem to appreciate his jokes.
Kind friend, know that I will avenge you too. I fear you.
Is that the whole, like, alas poor Bjork thing? Like, okay.
Its name, Braveheart, the undead.
Okay, whatever that word was. Reminds me of, like, One-Eyed Willie from Goonies. Okay. Oh, things just got rather mystical and magical here. Okay. All of a sudden. Oh, he can't come into the moonlight. Okay. Okay. Blonk. Oh, he's not the only thing down there. Okay, what else is there now? Oh, what the heck? Oh, that was kind of cool.
She will revel in Fjolnir's anguish. She only feigns her love to protect their child.
Does she? Did he just make the sign of the cross on himself? Oh, wait. Are we playing stickball? Or hockey? A combination of hockey and football? And baseball a little bit too? I'm gonna say, did he hurt the kid? Like, that's... No. Yeah, you're not gonna... Ow, 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 ow on both sides. Like, don't... That just looks painful for both parties.
But know that we will never make you a free man. The stench of a low-born slave cannot escape him.
Good to know. Good to know when I kill you.
And I will tear out their tongues. They will all stop in air.
Okay. Oh my. Wow.
Their god is a corpse nailed to a tree.
For what?
Oh, they're Christians. Okay. I was just, yeah. That's why that one guy would, like, made the sign of the cross.
This distempered spirit will ride again.
Yes, it will.
It's a hungry blade.
That's a very cool brooch that she's got.
Bear this offering to your mistress and sheath your rageful corpse hound.
Sheath your rageful corpse hound. And she's like, what the heck happened? I was expecting to be sacrificed. Okay, goodness. That escalated quickly.
Tonight, you are the food.
Ew, but okay. I applaud your willingness to not waste any part of the animal there, I guess. Gotta love their psychedelics there. Have a good trip. Yeah, or were they psychedelic or were they poisonous? Because they could go either way. Okay, he's just stabbing himself. That's not good.
And to free you.
I see you have inherited your father's simpleness.
Oh, really?
Even now you believe the fairy tale I told you is true. A noble bride hailing from the land of Brittany.
Interesting. Okay.
Began as his bride.
Well, she was as much his slave as... Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Who begged on my knees for Fiona to kill King Arvindil.
Oh, dear. Now what's he gonna do?
And so this day would never come. Fiona ordered your death along with your own mother's blessing.
Oh, so she wanted him dead too? Oof.
And together, we will rule.
Oh, what? Okay, all right.
You should have joined him in death.
Your words are poison!
I am your death.
Okay, so that went a whole different way than I was expecting. Oh, okay. So the first son's dead. All right. Ah, with the hands. Okay. I do find it interesting that, you know, in Big Little Lies, Nicole Kidman played his wife. And now she's playing his mother. Like, it's a little odd. But he was like an abusive husband. So it was kind of cool to see her, like, kind of turn this around on him. And, like, yeah.
I will not kill a woman. Not even her.
Really?
Thorir met his end by my fury.
It's kind of weird. Like, you kill her. Like, she's pretty bad.
If the norns of fate allow it, and whatever happens tomorrow, be ready to run.
But she could kill her, I suppose. So I do think, though, like, they could have set up the beginning a little bit better, like showing the mom and the dad like as a little bit more of a happy family kind of thing, but maybe with like a little bit of something off about it. Like there wasn't, I think that there was not a whole lot of personality. There's just characters here. That it's hard to care about the fact that she loved him all along.
We rid ourselves of him as a boy.
You must believe.
You know you didn't, dude.
No god can help you with this task. You must discover my son and kill him with your...
Yeah, the gods aren't involved in this and they ain't coming to help you. You're going to have to fix it yourself. Oh, if that, okay. I thought he was cutting off something else. And they leave the sword there. Don't leave the sword like in the room with the guy.
Our mourning for Thorir ends.
Oh, they kill the horse and send it with him? Okay. And is that like his wife or something that they're killing her too? She's gonna go with him? I have heard of that. Yeah. Poor horsey. What? What is that? What am I seeing here? I'm confused. Oh, that's his like little fever dream or something. Okay.
The dreams of your afterlife must wait. Besides,
how did his shoulders get so big? Like he wasn't that he was pretty muscular in True Blood, but like somehow he like built up his shoulders so much. It's always weird when it's like the shoulders go like up like that. Like there's so I don't know what that muscle is, but it seems weird to me. And there's your river of fire. And the guy with no nose who lied. I'm surprised he's still alive. Like, they know now that he lied about like the kid sinking in the water. You think they would have gone to him and been like, dude, you told us that he was dead. What happened?
The cub you once hunted ate of your nose. Now the wolf is grown. He hungers for the rest.
He hungers for the rest. Ouch. Okay, that's that's pretty gross. Oh. Yeah, he's gonna have to kill her first, I guess. Oh! Ow, 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 ow. Oh, so the slaves are just gonna burn everything. What are they gonna do tomorrow? Like, they don't burn all the food and stuff. Like, you're on like a farm in the middle of nowhere. You better make sure you have supplies. It seems very wasteful to kill the horses too. Like, I just, all right, but I get the mythology behind it, but it just seems like a perfectly good horse. It's like, you really shouldn't kill it. But I suppose people bury their family with, you know, jewels and crowns and all sorts of valuable stuff. I do like the ash on the face. That's very cool visually. So it does seem a little weird to me that some of it's like in English, but the like prayers and songs are in whatever the Icelandic Viking language. Like, it just. So they're literally fighting in the middle of a volcano lava flow. Like, that just seems like a very unsafe. So I was just doing. What was I just watching? In Black Panther, when they're fighting on the edge of that like little waterfall precipice thing, like, and then the other people keep closing in on them, like giving them smaller and smaller area to fight. I'm like, no, don't fight there. Let's give yourself some room. Or are they both naked? Is that what they do? The Vikings, they fight naked? They're just like screaming at each other. It was nice of him to give him time to. Oh, okay. Okay. That ended rather abruptly. Okay then. Oh, she did have her babies. And he was right, they're twins. Little fat little pudgy babies too. Do. On their little bellies. Okay then. That was interesting. Visually beautiful. And the cinematography, just gorgeous. I went back to the Bernadette Banner retrospective of like 2022 historic movies and rewatched the segment about the Northmen. And her expert in this period said like that the costumes and jewelry and weaponry, like outside of the whole fantasy dreams moments, are pretty accurate, which is cool. I kind of liked that. Like, he put it in the top tier as far as how much he loved the details. And I always like that. And I like also, he said, I have no idea what Bjork is meant to be. But I'm fine with that, because like I feel like her character was part of the fantasy moments and it looked cool and I can see what they were going for there. Those moments were effective. I wish though that they had paid more attention to the character and personality and relationship building. Like, it got better by the end, but the beginning would have been helped so much by like don't get mad, but I'm going to compare this movie to Braveheart a lot. Because Braveheart is so good at this same type of story, but it's where it's really, really good is that getting you emotionally involved right from the beginning in this movie. This movie just like lacks that so much. Again, here, as in a lot of action films, the dialogue only contains what is absolutely necessary to forward the plot. It's all exposition. That's the word I was looking for. I forgot the word for a second. Like, then there's nothing to show the personality of the individuals and who they are as part of this community. And Braveheart was so good at giving like every guy in the general community around William Wallace, like every step of the way, the guys had a very specific personality and history and like purpose. Like they had a role in this group of guys. Like the dad and the son who poked at each other constantly. There's the crazy Irishman who shows up. Like there's tons of them. And the whole relationship with like Murren and her and their love story only to be snatched away and like kick off that revenge plot. And then the building of the relationship with the Princess Isabella and his friendship and betrayal by Bruce. Like just all of that was so emotional and it just sucked you in right from the get-go. This movie had none of that. Before that scene of the confrontation between Amleth and his mother, which was incredible, by the way, the two characters barely had a single word exchange to build your interest in their relationship and his betrayal. Like there's that moment when she almost slaps the young boy for barging into her room, but you don't have any more than that to give you an inkling of what might portend. So I honestly didn't even remember it until I was writing the wrap up. Like, oh yeah, there was that moment, but there was almost nothing else to show you in the beginning that maybe this kid isn't remembering things quite right. Usually I'm really good at picking up on those undertones too. So like, I wonder if the actors even knew that this is what they were supposed to be playing. Like, were they working on with any subtext at all in those scenes? Like, there's a difference between telling the story from a specific character's point of view and just telling the story that happens to or around a character. And that's where I think the director went wrong in this setup of the story. They thought they were telling the story from a child's viewpoint, but they were really just showing what happened, and this kid just happened to be there. Like, watch Atonement if you really, like, you can see how masterfully they show a child misunderstanding what's really going on, and you can see, like, what's missing in this movie. And then there's this huge segment that felt like it was missing because he disappears as a kid and then reappears as, like, a 40-year-old man. Alexander Skarsgard is 46 years old. Like, we have no inkling of what happened in between to make him the fighter that he became. So it just, so weird. And Alexander Skarsgard is a really good actor. Like, if you watch Big Little Lies, he's incredible in that. And even in True Blood, he's fantastic. All of these actors are great. Skarsgård especially, I feel like, is used as kind of a visual representation of a Viking fighter, not as a real person with conflicts and regrets and mistakes and doubts. And Alexander Skarsgård could act that. He can act the crap out of this stuff. And he was just like a visual on the screen, like, take your shirt off and go fight and get covered in blood and mud and all of that. I don't know. And the brutality and the bloodshed, I don't usually have a problem with that if it fits in with the story, but here it felt performative and excessive because of the lack of any inner lives of these characters. So The Northman is stunningly beautiful. It's skillfully crafted, but it lacks any emotional connection or inner life of the characters that might help you get sucked into the story. So I'm kind of disappointed because it really could have been good, but it just missed the mark. I don't think anybody in years to come is going to remember this movie as anything but, a big fighting movie, yeah. So if you like this video, hopefully you liked it more than I liked the movie, please hit the thumbs up button. It really does help the channel, and do the subscriber thing and all of that. Click here to watch another of my reactions next. Thanks for watching with me. I really do appreciate you guys. Thanks.